Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Elite unboxing. And today we got Seth Rollins from the Fan Takeover Edition Amazon exclusive. Originally this was supposed to be a Walmart exclusive, but something happened there. I think Walmart maybe turned it down. That's the only thing I can think of, is I'd have to think they'd rather be in Walmart than Amazon, but I don't know. I don't know the true answer. I don't think the story will ever be told, but being an Amazon exclusive, a heck of a lot easier for people to get, I would say. It's a lot easier than trusting Walmart to send your pre-orders and trusting you can find them at your store. Amazon's pretty easy if you put your alerts on. Maybe a little bit of work, but not really that bad. These came right away. I got Seth Rollins was the first one I got and shipped pretty good. A little dings here and there as far as Amazon goes. We're kind of used to that. Unfortunately for mint on box collectors, it might be a struggle getting a minty mint one. But your mileage will vary like it does for all retailers out there. But very interesting concept. New Elite packaging with this Fan Takeover. A really cool concept that I feel as a whole on this first series is kind of a miss. But you can't doubt the fans. If the fans truly were in charge of voting, shame on you fans. Shame on all of you. And we'll talk about that on each figure a little bit. But Seth Rollins, one of the most popular wrestlers of all time. Well, I don't know. I say all time. I should say right now in our current era. We'll see what happens in the future, but possibly he is from the same state as me. I've seen him a lot. I've watched him on indie shows when he was just starting out till the modern day, so I've been around the whole time. But this Seth Rollins is really interesting. Let's look at the packaging first, like we always do. We'll take a look at it, talk about it a little bit, then we'll open it up, and we'll talk about that as well. So let's look at the front. There it is. I like the blue. Blue is probably my favorite color, and you put blue and yellow together, it just really pops. I think this would pop on the shelf. Obviously, at Amazon, it's not going to be on the shelf, but it does really pop. You got that Fan Takeover logo there. You got Seth Rollins. You got Seth Rollins' face and a little glamour shot there, the True FX, the Elite logo at the top, and you got Seth Rollins with a couple extra sets of hands. This packaging really does pop. I really do like this packaging. I like it more than the current modern-day Elites. I wish this was how the Elite packaging was. Similar, but different, but that blue really pops instead of the white to me, so I would prefer that. So kudos on the packaging on this one. On the side, you got that glamour shot there, and you got another little in-ring pose, I guess you would call it here. Elite logo. Nothing too fun on the top there, just plain old box, blue. All the warnings that we love down here. And then, of course, you got the back. You got the whole heavy hitter lineup down below. Adam Cole, Shayna Basler, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He's going to be the last one coming. He just went up for order the other day. He'll be here hopefully in a week or so. Then you got the glamour shot of Seth, the Fan Takeover, a little breakdown of the fan voting. So it's very interesting. You could vote on WWE.com. You could vote on Twitter, all that fun stuff. I'm really disappointed. This is his WrestleMania 35 gear. That was the winner. Got 35.44% of the vote. Survivor Series 2019, 33.3%. Really close. That is what I voted for. I really would have liked to have seen that Survivor Series Elite. I think we'll see it eventually one day, I hope. That was the Chicago Bulls inspired outfit. I was also at Survivor Series 2019, so I would have really liked that one, but out of the three, I thought it looked the best to me. Maybe you're different, whatever. The vote breakdown was WrestleMania 35, 35%, Survivor Series 2019, 33%, SummerSlam 2018, 31%. The Kingslayer became the Beast Slayer when he defeated Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 35. So there you have it. A little interesting. Definitely, this will not be my favorite in this lineup, but we'll talk about each one. But let's get down to it. Let's open him up. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe the tape. Well, we're falling apart. This packaging's falling apart a little bit. Maybe. There it is. Got a nice yellow sunburst kind of sticker back there. Sticker. Background. We haven't seen that before. I really like the yellow and blue. I said it before. See you later. Very, very cool. Let's look at the old plastic prison here. You know, we got two extra sets of hands. First thing I noticed, he's got a smudge on the end of his nose, right on the tip of his nose. Terrible, gonna have to work on that. So there you go, right there. All right, we'll pop these hands out. Extra hands, really don't do a lot for me, but I guess he does have his kind of posed hands in the package. So giving extra if you want to do fists and stuff, it does make sense. He is buckled in a little bit, that's interesting. Seeing more figures buckled in than ever before. I don't know if it's because of the long trip from overseas. With COVID and stuff, it's taken longer. Maybe it's to protect the figures a little bit longer. I'm not sure. But there you go. See you later. All right, what do we got here? First thing I notice is that nose. Hopefully I can get that little spot off. It's annoying. I don't know, it's his WrestleMania 35 gear. Like I said, I would have preferred the Chicago the Chicago Bulls, the red and the white. I thought that one really popped. I know it couldn't have had, you know, the logos. Well, actually, it would have had the logos. It couldn't have said Chicago Bulls, but he didn't have that on there, so that would have been all right. But there he is right there. Definitely not my favorite Seth Rollins. I don't know what my favorite Seth Rollins is. This is not it, though. WrestleMania 35, a little bit plain. We've seen this kind of before. We'll put him on a ringside collectible stand. You guys know I love my ringside stands. Pop him on there while we talk about him a little bit. Because hands out. There it is. Typical articulation. We're used to talking about articulation. We know what it does for Mattel. But this one is too similar to this one. I believe this was Top Picks. I mean, it's the same exact figure for the most part. Just a little bit different. Just not a ton of difference there. It's actually, I think, the exact same head. I mean, this fan takeover line, to me, it looks like they saved a lot of money by just doing basically repaints. That's what this is. The Shayna's basically a repaint. The Adam Cole's a repaint. And the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat drives me the most crazy. It's just a straight up re-release. That's okay, I guess, as I do need the Ricky Steamboat opened. I do not have that one open. I haven't opened up the Flashback Harley set. So that does work. It makes it okay to me. But, man, this set just... the voting went sideways. I don't know if the voting was on the up and up, or they maybe tweaked the voting. There was some smoke and mirrors there. I don't know, but there's not a lot of meat on the bone for this Seth Rollins for me. It's really not exciting. It's not first time in the line. It's nothing. I mean, I guess it's his WrestleMania 35 gear. WrestleMania is an important one. It's when he fought Brock Lesnar. There's that. But so close to this Top Picks. Obviously, this is gold. This is yellow. A few differences here and there, but not enough. The head scan's the exact same. Is this a must-have figure? Absolutely not a must-have. Completist, you have to get it. Seth Rollins fan, I understand you have to get it, but I can see most people passing on this. And I don't know, this could possibly be a peg warmer joining the Top Picks if it was out on retail shelves. It's just the way it is. It's nothing too exciting. I hate to be so down and negative. I'm usually pretty excited about new figures. This is probably the most disappointing release in a while from Mattel, but we can't really blame Mattel. The fans voted. At least that's what they're saying. We got to take their word for it. So it is what it is. It's Seth Rollins. I mean, WrestleMania 35. Nothing else. Nothing exciting. Nothing really big stories or anything. No accessories outside of hands or anything with this one. It just is what it is at this point. So if you need a Seth Rollins, you need his Mania 35, or you're missing Seth Rollins for some kind of reason, hey, pick him up. You're a completist, pick him up. But that's all I can really say, and that's all I can really recommend on that one. Top pick ones do just fine. It's probably cheaper, easier to find. If you got this, you might be just happy enough with that one. So there you have it. You guys tell me in the comments, you picking this Seth Rollins up, the fan takeover? Are you all in? You all out on this line? Did you get a pre-order? Did you get in on time? I believe pre-orders are still up for shipping maybe the end of February now. So if you want it, hit it up on Amazon. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description below. But that's it. That's Seth Rollins. So for Seth Rollins and Seth Rollins, I'm Kyle. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. And I'll see you guys all real soon. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we continue unboxing these WWE Mattel Elite Fan Takeover exclusives that are exclusive to Amazon. And today we're opening up Adam Cole, a member of the Undisputed Era, and I believe at this point this is his third Elite figure. So something to be proud of if you're Adam Cole. You got 3 figures in the Elite brand at least, and also a basic, at least one basic. So we'll do it like we normally do it. We'll take a look at the packaging, we'll open it up, we'll talk about the figure, and we'll see where it goes from there. We'll also compare it to one of the previous Adam Cole Elite figures we've had over the last couple of years. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. I always say it in the last 2 reviews, if you watched Shayna Basler and Seth Rollins, I really like this packaging. I think this packaging pops. The blue and the yellow together is fabulous. I like it a lot. I wish this was the modern day Elite packaging instead of that white. That's just me though. Maybe you guys agree, maybe you don't, but that's my opinion. You got the packaging, you got the NXT title belt, 2 extra sets of hands here. I wish it was a soft goods shirt, I'm sure. We'll talk about that a little bit more once we get it open, but it's the plasticky shirt, which we're not a big fan of. You got the True FX logo right there, the Elite logo up top, Fan Takeover right there, Adam Cole, Mattel, so there it is. On the side, you got his nice gym picture. I think this is kind of his senior picture from school almost. And on the other side, you got a nice in-ring shot, Elite logo down there, all the fun warnings and UPCs and stuff down below. And then you get to the back of the package. Right there. Let's see what it says on the back. Adam Cole, Fan Takeover, let's see. In a fatal five-way to determine who would face Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship, Adam Cole took his first step towards the era of undisputed gold. So there you go, a little blurb there, not a lot, but enough, I guess. So the winning outfit here, these are all fairly close. This one's a little bit off. The winner is NXT March 20th, 2019. Second place, NXT TakeOver War Games 2018. Was it 18? That should have been 19, I think. Is that a typo on there? I think that's the camo tights. That's the one that should have won to match Fish and O'Reilly from the previous Elites. But I believe that's War Games 2019, so it's wrong on the back of the box. Somebody can fact check that, but I believe that was the case. Last place was NXT TakeOver New York, 30%. So you can see that again on the back there. I'm pretty sure about that because I was at that War Games in 2019 where they all wore the camouflage tights. It's just a crime that we got Fish and O'Reilly in the camouflage, but we don't have Adam Cole in the camouflage. I hope that gets released. It should have been here. Come on, fans. You guys vote for these things. Think of what you're voting for. I don't know. I'm not speaking to you guys, I don't think, because I think most of you guys probably voted for the camo shorts to match, I would think. Hardcore collectors want some uniformity. I think it's just the random people voting said, oh, okay, I'll pick that. They didn't know that O'Reilly and Fish already had the camo tights. That's just my guess. That's how I'm trying to justify it, because I don't know why you wouldn't want a matching Undisputed Era. But I have to hope is, we know we're going to see Adam Cole in future Elite lines. If they don't do that camo, if they would at least do it as a chase, that would make a lot of us happy. We'd feel complete. I don't want to say OCD, but maybe OCD. We got to get that complete camo set. We just have to. But really cool packaging. Figure-wise, I don't know. Let's see. Let's open it up. Let's get down to the bottom of it. Let's see what's going on. Oh, see you later. Here's that background fell out. Kind of tough to see, but yellow, nice. Really pops on the shelf, which we'll never see these on the shelf because they're Amazon exclusives. They sit in a shelf on a warehouse. All right, we got Adam Cole. We got a little scruff on his face. Just a little gold piece of paint. I'm going to have to work to get that off. I don't think you can really see it, but you can just barely see it, I should say. Comes the NXT title, 2 sets of hands. There's the old plastic prison shot. You can just hear him saying Adam Cole, baby. There it is right there. All right, let me pop these hands out. I'm not sure what hands I'm going to use. I don't think I'm going to use the hands that are on him because I used it on a prior Elite figure. Whoa, almost lost a hand. Man, my handbag of hands is getting out of control. It's like, I'm pretty much going to have to move from the massive Ziploc bags to the full-on garbage bags for all these hands we're getting over the years. See you later. We're almost to that point. Got the NXT title here. We've seen it before. Always good to get a title belt. You could always use them for somebody else if you don't want to use them for Adam Cole. And Adam Cole, we got a figure. I don't know. Like I said, we got the plasticky shirt on him. Gold, Bay Gold. We haven't had that. I wish it was soft goods. His prior Elite had soft goods. Why not continue the trend here? I understand. They're probably looking at a total budget for the line. I'm sure that Ricky Steamboat jacket, that was probably very expensive, all that kind of stuff. But it goes without saying, I've been kind of down. If you watch the Shayna Basler review, the Seth Rollins review, I'm really down on this set. I understand it. Hey, it's fan takeover. The fans get a vote. But at the same time, the head sculpts are all rehashed. The body's rehashed. This is a very, very cheap set for Mattel to make. It's a way for them to pump more product out there. I don't want to go so far as to say it's a cash grab, but in a way it is kind of a cash grab because they're pumping these out with very little changes and very little new tooling, new anything. But that's the toy business. You got to get the most out of your molds. You got to get the most out of your decors and all that kind of fun stuff, head sculpts, you name it. So there it is. I do have the other Adam Cole. This is a much better one. Can't remember what series this is, but this is his last one. Everything's basically identical. Same knee pads, you got the same same hands, the same head, you know, the same body, everything. Just the tights are different. The boots are even identical, same boots. Which you'd expect, I guess. I mean, a lot of it's the same. At least they changed the wrist tape a little bit. The wrist tape is different. They also gave him an elbow pad on this one, where he got the undisputed armband on this one. So a little changes here and there, but nothing that's going to blow you away. This is basically a second chance figure. If you somehow missed out on this Adam Cole, or you're a massive Adam Cole fan, you get another one. No different than the Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, I guess, is a worse example, as we've had so many Seth Rollins elites. This is only the third Adam Cole elite, but it's given people that didn't find this. This was kind of a harder to find figure, a very popular figure, giving everybody another chance to get an Adam Cole figure, because everybody wants at least one. I understand how that goes, so that makes sense to me. But all in all, could you pass this? Yes, you could. Unless you're a completist or a massive Adam Cole fan, if you already got this one, you're probably sitting pretty. These are an improvement over that original Undisputed Era 3-pack. I think it was a ringside exclusive. It was Toys R Us. A few different, we'll call it fan channel exclusive is what it was. That one's pretty basic. Basic for an elite. That's an early touch Adam Cole before he got, you know, really popular, and before they put more tooling into him and stuff like that. So I could see, if you have that one, getting one of these two. But after these two, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm just holding out hope for that camo tights. You guys know I was at that show, so I'd like to see it. But I'd also like to complete the 3-pack. Get O'Reilly, Fish, and Cole all in their right gear. Oh, and Roddy Strong, too. I could keep forgetting about Roderick. Let's take this off, too. Let's take a look. See what we think about taking this off. I just don't like these plasticky shirts anymore. I'm just not a fan. They've passed. You know, times have passed. I think these would be perfect if you want to get your basics out there. You make a basic a little bit better. These would be perfect if they would use these for basics. Just use soft goods for elite. I worry, we all know Star Wars. Well, we all don't know. It sounds like Star Wars, the Hasbro side, Star Wars, Marvel Legends, they're inching up on a price increase. I could see Mattel following suit sometime in 2021. I wouldn't be shocked by the end of 2021 if we're not $22.99, $23.99, $24.99 on Mattel's. I hope if that does happen, that elites go to purely soft goods. Probably won't, but that would be really good, I think, if they could do that. Just these plastic ones, good for basics, not good for elites. They just rarely ever work. Quality control issues. We got a little bit of a loose waist here. A little, not very tight at all. So the quality control hasn't been the best on these three figures. I don't see any paint smudges. I got that little paint speck, but I can probably chip that off his face if I work at it. But yeah, the waist is a little loose. Got a little black mark on the yellow here on the side. But definitely looks better without the shirt. I think I will leave the shirt off of him. Like so. I did notice, so, that's very interesting. The tattoo on the new one is nowhere near as vibrant and colorful as the old one. So you can see the old one there. He's got a little bit more color on that forearm. The new one's a very muted colors. So that's interesting. I don't know why you wouldn't just use the same arm. I also think it's barely noticeable at all, but the skin tone is just a tad lighter on the new one. I guess he missed a couple of days in the tanning bed. You can justify that to yourself pretty easily. But that's about it. Everything else is pretty much the same, but this one's just head and shoulders better with the soft goods. Soft goods are the way to go. The tights are a little bit more colorful on the new one compared to the black and silver. The yellow and black with some stripes look a little bit better. But all in all, it's Adam Cole. It's a little updated from the last one and then downgraded in some areas. It's definitely not a must-have. I think this whole fan takeover line is pretty much do you need it? Your mileage will vary. I think that's what we're seeing. It's a step above the top picks is where I'm putting it. It's nowhere near some of the other lines Mattel does. It's great to get an extra Adam Cole out there for some people, but for just casual fans and non-completists, I think you could almost skip this entire set as I see it right now. Ricky Steamboat's the one I could see being the most popular just because so many people missed his prior one. they might want that. And we'll see. The next Fan Takeover line, I have a little bit higher hopes for. It's a little bit better assortment, I feel. You got an old school Randy, an old school Christian, which I could see a lot of people wanting that Christian, especially with him coming back at the Royal Rumble. So we'll see where this Fan Takeover line goes. I wouldn't mind it 3 or 4 times a year, but I hope they put a little bit more, love into that set for some of the hardcore collectors like me. But I know not everybody is like me, and there are people that missed Adam Cole, so this is good for them too. So, interesting line, interesting take. The nice thing is it is on Amazon, where it was originally supposed to be a Walmart exclusive. You Amazon guys, it's very easy to get. You can pop into Amazon. Link will be in the description for these, hopefully. And you can just click and order. It's very, very simple with the Amazon process. Wish everything was that simple. It takes away a little fun and thrill of the hunt, but at the same time, it's nice to be able to just click, order, your figures are here a couple days later. It's a really good feeling. Every once in a while, we all need that win. So there you go. That's Adam Cole. You guys tell me in the comments, are you passing on this one? Did you have the old one and said, I don't need this one? Or, hey, I need every Adam Cole? You tell me your thoughts on the Fan Takeover. I think a lot of people like the idea of it. It's just the execution so far hasn't been there. But like everything, hopefully each set improves and gets better. But we'll see if that actually happens. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we continue our unboxings of the Amazon Fan Takeover exclusive line. Used to be Walmart, now we're at Amazon. So if you were looking for this figure, make sure you're going to Amazon. But for all your other wrestling figures, make sure you're looking at ringsidecollectibles.com. Discount code Kyle, save 10%. Shayna Basler, another one in the Fan Takeover series. This seems to be a lazy repeat line. I hate to sound down and negative. We talked about it in Seth Rollins. This one, kind of the same thing. It's almost a rehash of the last Shayna Basler. A little bit more decoration changes here, which I like that. The outfit's a little bit different, but you still got the towel. You still got the same head scan, but we do have an extra set of hands in here, so I do like that addition. But we'll talk about it. We'll look at the box. We'll look at the packaging, see the voting process, read the back of the box, and then we'll open it up and we'll compare it and see what we think. So let's look at the packaging first. Like I said before in the Seth Rollins review, and it counts for this one too, I love the packaging. I wish this was the Elite packaging. I think that blue and yellow really pops off the shelf, where white kind of gets lost in the mix a little bit. But that's me, that's my opinion, but blue and yellow are two colors that go together well if you ask me. You got Shayna in the package there, you got the NXT title, extra set of hands, True Effects logo, Elite logo, got the J-hook up there, Fan Takeover, Shayna Basler down below. So there's the front. Really eye-catching if you ask me. Then you got a little glamour shot of Shayna. There she is, Elite logo down below her. And then you got the in-ring shot of Shayna right there. And then you got the back of the packaging. You got down in yellow, you got the rest of the Fan Takeover lineup for this set. You got the Fan Takeover logo, you got Shayna's glamour shot up there, you got the voting breakdown, you got a little blurb, and you got the Elite logo at the top. So let's read the back of the package, see what we think here. Shayna Basler, winner, NXT April 17, 2019 is what this represents. Second place was NXT TakeOver Phoenix, 32%. NXT TakeOver Toronto was 32% as well. So pretty close voting, as all these have been that I've seen the back of the box from. The Submission Magician continued her reign of dominance over the NXT Women's Division when she defeated Kairi Sane one final time. Voted by fans for the fans. Not sure how up and up it was. I gotta assume it was up and up. I don't know what this company has to lose by rigging it. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I know you could vote on WWE.com, Mattel.com, or Mattel's Twitter, I think it was. And that's where you can vote, and that's where you'll be able to vote on future Fan Takeover lines, as we already have Series 2 announced, which looks like a lot stronger lineup with Johnny Gargano, Randy Orton, Christian, and so forth. So we'll wait that for Amazon. But we'll see. We'll dive into this one and see what we think. To me, I think I will display this one maybe with Nia Jax to represent their tag team right now, as my other Shayna I use in my NXT set. Not really that big a point of difference. I mean, her gear isn't drastically different or anything like that. But that's me. So let's open it up. Let's see what's going on in here. Like we always do. Got that yellow background. Like I said, the blue and the yellow, it pops. I wish Mattel would switch. See you later. Oh, very cool. Queen's Army, 1980? I don't know. We'll get it out. We'll see. There's the old plastic prison shot. Got extra set of hands. You got that title belt. Let's pop it out. There's the belt. There you go. Whoa. losing hands, popping out. Oh, she's buckled in too. We saw it with Seth Rollins yesterday. We'll see it with Shayna today. Got to cut them out of the packaging. There it is. She's out. And there you go. See you later. Man, that loose arm, left arm is loose, wobbly. Her other Elite figure has a little bit of a wobbly left arm as well, I noticed, so it must be something with the mold. Very disappointing. Absolutely hate loose joints out of the packaging. Just the worst. I don't know what's worse. Paint's probably worse. Paint application issues are worse. But we did see paint application issues with Seth Rollins in that unboxing as his nose had issues. But yeah, this hand is not going to stay. It rolls right back. What are we doing? I don't have a clue. I do like the extra hands given here, but her hands are not going to stay up, so I can't even do the pose, unfortunately. We do have that small towel around her neck. Oh, there it goes. Kind of up. Man, I just hate that wobbly. I might have to put some of that Kiki cleaner stuff. I don't know what it's called. I put that in there. It helps the joints a lot of times, but I don't know. That's truly disappointing. That will not stay up. It just falls forward or back. The outfit's pretty cool. I like the Ace of Spades on her tights. There's a paint imperfection. Of course there is. Right on the Ace of Spades right there. The side Ace of Spades look good. I don't see any other paint problems. It says Queen's Army 1980 on the back. I believe she was born in 1980. A lot of great people were born in 1980, including myself. It's also the greatest year for heavy metal albums of all time. You got Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast. You got Motorhead, Ace of Spades, Back in Black, AC/DC. So many new wave of British heavy metal albums that are just game changers. A lot of good albums in 1980. Look it up. I don't know. This one is really hurting my feelings is what this is. I think I might just turn this camera off and start crying because we got paint imperfection on the Ace of Spades. We got a bum arm on her. Just not a lot going right with this Shayna Basler. Basically a repaint of the last one. There's the previous Shayna Basler from sets a few back. And then an updated one. We definitely needed an updated one. It's just, yeah, I don't want loose joints. I don't want paint imperfection, and that's what we unfortunately got here. The NXT Championship is here. Now, I am not an expert on the women's NXT title belt, but I think there was some controversy that it was like the men's title they gave her last time. Is this the same title? I can't remember off the top of my head what the women's title belt looks like, but I'm thinking it does not look like this. I could be wrong. Somebody can answer that in the comments. But there it is. I mean, I like the towel. The towel was a cool accessory the first time. The heads are identical. The bodies are identical. It's just a fancier paint job, if you want to call gray and black fancier. I love the Ace of Spades logos. She had them on the prior one as well. Unfortunately, there's a bad blemish on that one. So 0 for 2 on these. I'm not a big fan of this the set they put out here. Hopefully, Series 2 in hand will look a lot better. But the Seth Rollins and the Shayna, not really doing it for me. You guys know I love my Elites. I'm usually pretty positive about a lot of figures, but these two just are not hitting the mark for me, and I guess that's okay. That happens sometimes. But you guys tell me in the comments your thoughts. Hopefully you got different thoughts than me. Hopefully you enjoy these ones and like them. Shayna just not doing it for me. Nothing personal, Shayna. I'm sorry. But there you go. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we continue our fan takeover unboxings, WWE Elite figures by Mattel. As we all have said in the other videos for this line, this is the last one we got to unbox here. Amazon exclusive. Originally supposed to be a Walmart exclusive, this time switched to Amazon. And Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is the legend of the line. We saw Shayna, we saw Seth Rollins, we saw Adam Cole. It was nice of us to throw old school fans like myself a bone and give us a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So happy about that. Not happy about the fans once again. You fans, the bane of my existence. I don't know who voted for all these. Very, very interesting times. We know on their Twitter, on WWE.com, you could vote for different attires for this one. And this is the one that won, WrestleMania 3, which we've already had in the past. We had that in the Harley Race set. Flashback Series 2 Walmart exclusive. I do understand a lot of people did not get that figure. It was very hard to get, very short packed, hard to find at Walmart. So this is kind of a make good, I guess, to give fans this figure that missed out the first time. Will we see that with the Harley Race in the future? I would not doubt it. I think we'll get another Harley. It just makes sense. Hopefully there's enough tweaks to make it different. I looked at my flashback Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Originally, I was pretty upset about this figure coming out because I have that flashback one, but I have yet to open up my flashback boxes, and I probably am not going to do that, just the value of that set. I just can't bring it in me right now. Maybe I will someday, we'll see. But I figured, hey, great, I'll get this Ricky Steamboat, I'll open him up. 2 for 1, you know, I can keep that one in the box. Hey, I have that one, but I have this one to open, and that's how I'm going to do it. However, looking at the packaging between the two, there are some differences between the figures. I could tell right away the head scan on this one was much improved using the new True Effects and all that kind of stuff they use, where the last one did not have it. The last one had a good head sculpt as well, though. We can kind of compare these two here in a second. But this is WrestleMania 3, and that's what the fans voted for, and I guess it is what it is. The fans rule at the end of the day. But why don't we just start right off? We'll compare the two. Here's the old flashback Ricky Steamboat. Here is the regular Ricky Steamboat. So you can see these two side by side here. Very, very similar. A few notes of difference that I could tell just by looking at the package so far. The new one has a very long black string around his waist that ties his robe together, like exceptionally long. As you can see there. That's way, way too long if you ask me. I think this one looks a heck of a lot better as far as the strings go. But the heads being the big difference to me, using the True Effects on this one, that is difference. Outside of the packaging being different. The other thing to note is this one comes with the Shawn Michaels Build-A-Figure. It comes with the head, I believe. Yep, the head and the hat for Shawn Michaels. This one comes with extra sets of hands. Pretty common in Elites nowadays, but this one did not have extra hands. So a little bit of differences to make it really warrant that, hey, it's a different figure. Even if I had this one opened, I'd have to buy this one just because of the different head and the different hands. It is truly a different figure. It's close, but it's different. So there's that Steamboat. Thought we'd talk about that quick. But let's take a look at this one. We'll do it like we always do. We'll take a look at the packaging, and then we'll open it up and we'll talk about it a little bit. So there he is. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, WrestleMania 3. Ricky Steamboat down here. You got the Mattel logo, of course. Fan takeover. You fans took over the wrong direction, if you ask me. We'll talk about that when we get to the back. You got Ricky Steamboat glamour shot. Of course, you got the figure there with that really cool yellow background, blue packaging. Really pops. I really wish this was the modern day Elite packaging, but it is what it is. It's not. True Effects logo there, an Elite logo up top, and that's the front. Got the nice little glamour shot of the dragon. Ready to go. Elite logo there. And then you got that side. There's the old walk into the ring shot with his Intercontinental title. Ready to defend against the old Macho Man. Macho Man, you want to destroy my larynx? Let's go. Let's make this right. There's the old Elite logo. And you get to the back right there. There's the whole lineup. We talked about it before. Seth Rollins, Adam Cole, Shayna Basler, Ricky Steamboat. You got the Fan Takeover logo. You got Ricky right there. We got a little blurb to the side. We got the fan voting, and we got Ricky's name, and you got the Elite logo up top. So let's talk a little bit about the fan voting once again. Starrcade 1993 got 44% of the vote. WrestleMania 3 got 50% of the vote. WrestleMania 25 got 5.3% of the vote. And it says, the Dragon defeated Macho Man Randy Savage for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 3 in one of the greatest matches in WWE history. A big win for Steamboat enacting his revenge. So WrestleMania 3, so you put those things to vote. I think a lot of people said, oh, what's the one I know? Like, if you asked me or 99% of the people in the world, even Ricky Dragon Steamboat, hardcore fans, what attire would you want in your Ricky Steamboat figure? You want WrestleMania 25, WrestleMania 3, or Starrcade 93? Honestly, WrestleMania 3 is the only one you're probably going to be able to remember because it's the most famous match of all these. It's iconic. We know that white robe. Most people know that. Hardcore collectors understand, oh yeah, I know WrestleMania 3. And I think that's how a lot of the voting went. Starrcade 93 got my vote. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't like, it was almost like the Dragon defining moments, if I remember right. A dumbed down version, we'll call it. But that's what I voted because it's different. This WrestleMania 3 one we had. I showed you the flashback earlier. We've had this before. We had this in a basic as well from Mattel in a Kmart 3-pack exclusive, I believe it was, with Macho Man, Roddy Piper, and Ricky Steamboat. So we've had this a few times. I would have liked to see Starrcade 93, but honestly, if I had to vote again, it wouldn't have made any difference at all. WrestleMania 25 only got 5% of the vote. Probably everybody's like, wait, WrestleMania 25, that's more recent. And that's when Ricky came out of retirement and all that kind of stuff. That was immortalized in a basic, and here's that basic right there. Me thinking about it more and more, I kind of wish I had this one as an Elite. Maybe we'll get it one day. I don't know if it's possible. But something about Old Man Ricky And I like the colorful tights and stuff. I think they could have updated this one, put it in Elite, maybe gave it the entrance jacket with it. I think that would have been really cool, but I could see why it only got 5% of the votes. This isn't the most iconic Ricky Steamboat. A lot of people don't want old man Ricky Steamboat. I get it. But going again, I probably would have voted for this, but I would have been a loser either way, because WrestleMania 3 was the runaway victor. It seems that there was no stopping that, is what it is at this point. So you guys tell me in the comments, would you vote for? I could see a lot of people, like I said, voting for this one because they missed that flashback. It's so iconic. It does make sense when you think about it. But for people like me that had that flashback, I would have rather had something else. But it is what it is. Maybe in the future we'll get lucky. We'll get it. So there it is. There's old Ricky. There's the background. Very, very cool. I like it. But got to see you later. All right, we got an extra set of hands with Ricky. Got that Intercontinental title. Beautiful Intercontinental title. And Steamboat's not bad either. All in white. Got his white entrance jacket. Ready to go in the plastic prison. Let's knock him out. Let's knock these hands out. Not sure what hands I'll use on the old dragon. I'll have to figure that out later. See you later. All right. Nice, soft, good jacket. I do not like the length on this, the tie. It's way too long. It really is distracting. I don't know. I just don't like it at all. His head's good. I don't see really too many. I got a little bit of a speck of black under his eye, but I've definitely seen worse. Looking it over here. Nice dragon design on the boots. No scuffs, none of that stuff going on. There's old Ricky right there. And you got the dragon on the back of his jacket. Very cool. You got Ricky Steamboat. Nice up front there. Just so he knows. It's RS, Ricky Steamboat. 2 sets of hands. But yeah, this is really distracting. This really takes my eyes away from the figure. I wish they would have shortened that. I don't know why it's so long. I mean, I'm sure I can tuck it back or do something. It's just kind of strange. A good detail on the boot, though. I like that. Breaks it up. Get the red around like kind of the sock where the tights meet. And yeah, the head scan's definitely improved over the Flashback Series 2 from Walmart. We give it that. I'm glad they just didn't use the same head scan and made it really simple and said, oh, we'll swap it over, and bam. They actually took a little bit of extra time to do that. So props to Mattel. They could have took an easy cop-out, just totally re-release that. They put some changes in there, which is smart. Anytime you're re-releasing a figure, make sure you make some changes for the hardcore collectors. Make somebody like me buy this that maybe would have passed on it. That's got to be the goal of Mattel. It's, hey, at the end of the day, it's about making money. It's a toy business, as some say. It's a business for a reason. But Ricky Steamboat, all right. I actually like this better in hand. I really groaned when I saw this was WrestleMania 3. To recap, I groaned when it was WrestleMania 3 because we already had that one, and I felt like it was too safe of a pick, but it makes sense too. It's his most popular attire. Maybe it's his most iconic attire. To me, his most iconic's got to be that defining moment, but that's me. So I can see why this won. Hopefully we get a WCW Ricky Steamboat one of these days. I'd also really like that old man Ricky Steamboat. But you guys in the comments, let me know your thoughts. Would you like to see those Steamboats? You tell me in the comments, and we'll decide together what we want. But WrestleMania 25, I think that's what I switched my vote to. It's too late. I've already voted. But if I could, I'd switch to WrestleMania 25. So you guys also, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon. Alright guys, let's put this Fan Takeover Series 1 from Amazon in order of my favorite to least favorite. And man, this was kind of tough to do. I am not very high on this Series 1. I think Series 2 has a lot more promise to it. Very disappointed in this series, to be honest. Probably my most disappointing Elite series in a long time. And as it is a Fan Takeover, I have no choice but to blame the fans. You fans, it's all your fault I don't like this set. I mean, that's how we got to call it at the end of the day. But let's start it off. Number 1, the best one here, and I didn't think it would be. I kind of thought this would be my least favorite, actually. It is the Legend. It is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Very happy we got this one after all is said and done. He is number 1 of my favorite one on here. WrestleMania 3 attire, we talked about it. It's the flashback one, but it's been reimagined or updated for a few years later with the new head scan, a few little tweaks to make it different, thankfully. So this has got to be number 1. A Legend, Ricky Steamboat. I didn't have this one outside of the package with my Flashback Series 2, so I'm good with this Steamboat being number 1. So this was actually the most positive experience of this whole set for me. Number 2, I guess Adam Cole. I don't know. I don't really know. It's very close between all these 3. I've got major issues with all of them. This Adam Cole, we haven't had a ton of Adam Coles. I like the different shirt, but I wish they would have used soft goods. Would have looked really good, like the last Elite. But it is what it is. The fans messed up on this one big time. Should have been in the camo tights to match all the other members of the Undisputed Era. So now we got the Undisputed Era all in camo except for Adam Cole without camo. That's a no-brainer, but that I think goes back to people just clicking quick on Twitter, not thinking about what they're voting for. I think sometimes they don't vote for the attire, they vote for the event. And I think that is why we get some of these weird things like that. But I'll put Adam Cole here. Next up, Shayna Basler. I actually like this one. This would be number 2. Like I said, all these are close. This would probably be number 2 for me, but the joints are so loose on this one right out of the package. Really took the excitement and the fun out of this one. I'd have it just angled just right to hold right here, but it can't do the poses because the arm is totally loose. But I do like the black and silver attire she has. They got the towel. They got another reuse out of this towel that was designed for Shayna Basler. And for those that missed Shayna Basler from a while back, this is good. If you have another, if you needed another Shayna Basler to be with your Nia Jax figure, for example, this one works perfectly. And finally, Seth Rollins. Not too much different than the top pick Seth Rollins. Same head, same hands. Just seemed like a lazy release. Personally, I would have liked that Chicago Bulls Survivor Series, was that 2019 attire. I was there, so I would like that because of that. But also, I think it would have looked really good on the shelf. He only has that Power Ranger attire in white. He's got a lot of blacks and darks, so I think that red Chicago Bulls inspired gear would have looked really good. Would have been the most toyetic of all the options for me. So that's just my opinion on these 4. Steamboat, Cole, Baszler, Rollins. I hope Series 2 is a lot better. You guys know me, I'm a completist. I have to get all these. But for me, if you have the other characters of these, you have the old Steamboat, you got Cole, you got Baszler, you got another Rollins, you can easily skip this. Save yourself, you know, 80, 90 bucks, whatever it ends up being for these. Save that money, put it towards some other elites that are coming up soon. That's my recommendation. I hate to say it, but that's the truth. I don't know if there's anything that is totally, totally must-have here, unless maybe the Steamboat if you didn't have some of the other ones. You're a big Steamboat fan, that kind of stuff. So that's my opinion on Fan Takeover Series 1 from Amazon. You guys tell me in the comments your thoughts. Do you agree with this order? You disagree with this order? You guys let me know. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Got videos every single day, as you guys know probably by now. And until next time, for Ricky, Adam, Shayna, and Seth, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.